What is up, FIFA faithful? Bearhamms here with episode 11, the newest season of my Youth Academy career mode with Dundee United. Before we get into things, let's talk about the setup because things are going to change. Since, again, last couple episodes I have been alluding to a new setup because we want to get this save done, but we want to do it the best way possible. So for this entire episode, we're going to play 11 games. With the 11 games, we are playing each team once, and it won't be like usual, the live commentary. It's going to be post commentary, and it's going to be at the end of the game where we just show highlights, and that's it. And then intersplice will have, the Youth Academy stuff, news that pops up, maybe a big injury. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But that's how the episode is going to go. As I have teased before, we have made a plethora of signings to start out this season. First off, we do have Zachary Thomas, 72 overall, 6'4", Canadian CDM. He's going to be perfect in the midfield. Look at all that green. Great signing. Another fantastic signing. Another 70 overall player in Nicolas Martinez from Chile. 5'7", not quite the height of Zach Thomas, but again, those stats, the balance, the acceleration, the agility, it's all there. Showing great potential as well. So we'll have to see how long he stays with the club. Then we've got a guy on the center back spot, Kasper Schiernak, 67 overall, similar stats, 80 overall in jumping and strength. Well, similar as in the color, not more than the number, but 80 jumping, 80 strength, great sprint speed, balance, agility, and defensive awareness. And now we have a fun one here. John Gray, the little brother, well, physically and literally, of Riley Gray. It is John Gray, 64 overall. He'll probably not play as much as the previous two midfielders, Martinez and Thomas, but still has some decent stats to him, decent height on him, 6 foot tall, still only 5 inches shorter than his brother Riley Gray, who is killing it right now at Wolves. And then we did make a striker signing in Fernando Esposito, 65 overall. Love the acceleration and pace, that's what we need. We have a very slow team, and pace will help in the long run. Even with the new acquisitions, no change to the formation. It's still a 3-5-2. It's just new personnel. Esposito will be paired with Law, and Law, I feel this year, will be on thin ice. There's going to be more people competing for those top striker spots. We got Hermanson and Barry Perez on the bench. Then we have Soria, still has the cam roll, but now he has Rasmus Lepp breathing down his neck. It's going to be interesting how the Estonian and the Spaniard crack on. Then, of course, our two new midfielders in Martinez and Thomas. That puts Keto and Nishibe not even on the substitutes, but now like firmly on the bench. And then we also have Duff and Ballinger. They're going to stay at those wing spots. No problemo there. And then our back three is Sonora, who I felt would be able to keep his job for this season due to last year's performance. Then we have Yildirim in the middle, our captain, and then Ciernak as our other center back with Howie as the starter. In terms of goals this season from the board, they want us to reach mid-table and then the quarterfinal of the Scottish Cup. We're going to take it one step further. We want to make it into Europa League. Mid-table is not going to cut it. We want to be at least in the top 4 or top 3 to secure that spot to be playing outside of Scotland next season. First game of the season could have gone better, but we'll take the draw away from home as we will take a look at some of these highlights. We did start off strong, 33rd minute, the wingers hooking up, Ballinger finding Duff for that opening goal. Then we did give up 2 goals in the second half, one to Stevie Mallon and the other to Martin Boyle. But then just 6 minutes later, it is Fernando Esposito getting the pass from Soria and is able to chip it right over the keeper for his first goal at Dundee United. Another month, another new scouting report. Our newest member to the Youth Academy is Barry Dempster, 61 overall striker. I'm just going to call him the Dumpster, and we're going to promote him straight away into that first team. Then also we'll take a look at one of our newer players that I didn't talk about in the last episode, but Anu Lepp, Rasmus Lepp's little brother, 55 overall center back. He has great pace and great physical stats to start. We'll see how he continues to develop this season. This second game was straight BS. We got what we appeared to be the game-winning goal in the 90th minute. A good pass from Martinez to Esposito, able to get that to the right side of the net. And then, yeah, look at they could have called time. They could have called time at any moment, but in the 94th minute, it's Spital was able to equalize, and once again, another draw for Dundee United. We finally did it. We won a game 2-1 against Kilmarnock. Finally. We did go down early, goal in the 32nd minute to Mitch Pinnock, but then just before halftime, a screamer of a goal by Zachary Thomas. Good 1-2 play between him and Fernando Esposito. And then, goal in the second half. 67th minute, it is his center mid partner Nicolas Martinez making the forward run. A good outlet pass from Tom Law gets us that second goal, and finally our first 3 points on the season. 7-goal thriller for the fourth game, but not in our favor, as we did start out strong. First 15-16 minutes, we had 2 goals, one from Tom Law here, a good pass from Esposito. And we'll also show the one in the 16th minute, as Tom Law able to get an assist to his name, finding Christian Soria. But then it was just bad from there. Look at all the goals we gave up. It was just bad. 5th game in, we are back to our winning ways as we do defeat St. Johnstone 2-1. Did give up an early goal to Liam Craig in the 8th minute, but then just before halftime, able to squeeze one through thanks to Christian Soria, able to get past his defender. And then 71st minute, Tom Law able to get in the Martinez cross, and that was the game winner, baby. What a thriller this was as we drew against Motherwell 1-1 to give up a goal in the 69th minute, but then last play of the game, Ballinger able to get the ball on the left side, cross it in right for Barry Perez, the super sub, able to hit it in with his noggin. Another, not a 3 points, but another point will do. After 6 games in the league, 2 wins, 3 draws, and a loss, we are sitting in 6th place. That's a spot in the winners bracket, but still a long ways to go, and we got to fix that defense as we have a goal difference of 1, but still 9 points out of 6. Good start to the season compared to last. Our good luck continues as we defeat St. Mirren 4-1. It should have been our first clean sheet on the season, but we did give up a late goal in the 77th minute, but nonetheless a great performance all around. Tom Law with 2 goals and an assist. We do have goals from Nicolas Martinez as well as Ballinger. Overall, a great game. Our longest win streak of the career mode comes to an end at 2 as we lost to Aberdeen 4-0. So you take a look at the stats, didn't have a single shot on goal. It was simply embarrassing. We could not get into the box whatsoever. No chances. One of the more disappointing games on the season, we drew against last place Hamilton 1-1. Gave up an early goal, and that was just due to a stupid penalty by Thomas just outside the box. Easy finish there for Lloyd. As then finally, 87th minute, that's where we got our goal. Esposito able to flick that on to Soria, able to get that past the keeper, and we escape with at least a point. For the last 2 games of the episode, we play Rangers and Celtic, and as you can see, they're 70 minutes in. I am not going to finish this one. We're just going to jump straight to the result. 4-0. Don't need to see any more of this, and that's the score that stays. It was just terrible from the get-go. Our defense is simply horrendous. Yeah, I prefer not to speak about this game. After 11 games, the first cycle through the calendar, we are currently sitting in 8th place with 13 points in 11 games. Granted, that's not good compared to where we want to be, but compared to the last 2 seasons, that's a-okay. A couple of these games we should have won, but just last minute BS got us to draws and losses, so maybe we can switch that up sooner or later. One thing that's not helping is our defense. Simply atrocious. Look at that goal differential, -11. We've given up the most goals in the league, and there's no way we're going to get to that top 7 or top 6 if we keep playing like this. Before we go, we will scamper through the stats/squad report. Arthur Howie, 69 overall, up by 1. Kasper Zerniak, 68 up by 1. Gildiram up to a 73. Senora up to a 64. Gordy Duff with a goal on the season, 67. Zachary Thomas, 1 goal, up to a 73. Nicolas Martinez, 71 overall, up by 1.
Ballinger up by 1 to a 69, 1 goal, 2 assists. Fernando Esposito, 2 goals, 3 assists, up to 66. Tom Law, 4 goals, 4 assists. Christian Soria, 3 goals, 1 assist. We do have Barry Perez with a goal and assist off the bench. Other than that, that'll do it. No stats from these fellas. So that will do it for episode 11. Episode 12 will be the next 11 games in the season. Hoping that goes a lot better. And hey, we might find ourselves in the top 6. So yes, this will be the end. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as you're playing. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. This has Bearhamms, and as always, toodaloo.